We're gonna go with the 19 minutes. That should be enough, right? Maybe? Here on Thursday, March the 14th. So, you know, I mentioned yesterday, if you saw yesterday's video, about action figures. Now that was one of the things that I just couldn't buy, but there was this Shuri action figure for $7. I ended up buying her. $7. Because I was wandering around waiting for my paycheck to hit last night, so I get myself some lunch, and I wandered off to the clearance aisle, and finally my check came through. So I was like, you know what? I think it was meant to be. So now I got my fancy Shuri action figure. That was like $25. Not for me, haha, suckers. But yeah, so we've had our lunch at payday lunch at Fazoli's. That was this week's food venture, whatever. And before I even went, like the first thing I did this morning, other than clean out the cat box or replace it, every once in a while I just dump all the litter and, replace it. I did laundry. So laundry is done. I don't have to worry about laundry. I can just do this video, and I did take a cat nap for about like 10-15-ish minutes. While I was waiting to hear from Francesca. She came and picked me up and drove me over to the Fazoli's. I tried the stuffed shell with the shrimp. Pretty good. But anyway, I can already feel the food coma hitting me in the face. I already don't... It was the 14th. Yes, the 14th, not the 13th. The 14th. My biggest distraction is... shininess? My biggest distraction is... I mean, sometimes my brain can be its own distraction. Like when I'm doing a mod or something. Sometimes I have to... instead of just doing something, instead of just jumping... I think I've talked about this before. Once again, who knows? I don't know. I've been talking for a while. Many years. But it's like I have to think, then I have to overthink. Or I have to think, rethink, overthink, then re-overthink. Like, sometimes I'm like, what's the best way to do this? Where should I start? What should I blah, 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 blah. So sometimes my own brain is the problem. Instead of just jumping in and starting somewhere, I have to think, like, where's the best place to start? What should I do? Blah, 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 blah. Facebook is a good distraction. I'll just sit on there and, like, scroll mindlessly for hours. I can do that for hours. Hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. I've been lately getting distracted by cruise videos, mainly Emma cruises. I've been watching a lot of her stuff. Because it's like you start on one, and then she has another one that sounds interesting, and then she has another one that sounds interesting, or within the last year, I've actually started using my watch later playlist on YouTube. I never had any interest in it before, but now it's kind of like, well, maybe I want to watch that video. I'll put that on there for later. I think it started it might have been Hobbs. He might have suggested the Freddy, the fan-made film, the Freddy fan-made film. Not Five Nights at Freddy's, but Freddy Krueger. Dylan's New Nightmare, a Nightmare on Elm Street fan film, if you want to look it up. When does it say I added it on? Does it tell me when I added it on there? No. That's how old the movie, or that's how old the video is. It says 6 months ago? That was 6 months ago? But anyway, I think it might have been Hobbs. Because he's my horror person that I talk to. My horror buddy. I mean, I have more than one horror buddy, but as far as YouTubers go, he's the horror buddy that I can think of. I've probably forgotten someone and just insulted them completely, but Um, um, but yeah, he mentioned that to me. Somebody did. It had to be Hobbs. It had to be Hobbs. So I put that on my watch later playlist because I'm like, oh, I like to watch scary things at night in the dark on my weekend. And then I never think of it. Of course, sometimes I'm not awake. I just sleep through my entire weekend too. That doesn't help. But I'm always thinking of like going to like Philo or like I end up in YouTube anyway because I'm watching these like paranormal videos. Ghosts caught on camera. Yeah. Some photoshopping or your friend in a fucking suit pulling strings somewhere. That's what's caught on camera. More often than not, I sit there and I watch those stupid. Like that's a distraction. The paranormal videos because I'm sitting there and I'm waiting. Like I dig through so much fucking bullshit. I have only seen one video that I can't necessarily explain. Or like, because I have all my, they did it with strings, or he has a friend, or, yada yada, hidden off screen, doing something, from the side, whatever. But all of my usual, like, all the usual suspects didn't really seem to apply to this video, and I'm like, this one might be legit, because it was my once in a blue moon, like, clip, because I'm like, I'm not sure if he faked this. He did it so well that I can't tell where he faked it. But apparently I found out that you can put, I mean, maybe I wish I could find that video again. I wish I could find that video again. I think it might have been on Paranormal Caught on Camera somewhere. I don't know. But I found that you can put your camera on like a stand or something. So that could have been how he faked it. Because there was this other guy that he's pretty popular on TikTok. He's the guy where the knife comes flying out of the thing and stabs into the floor. And he's like, oh my god, the ghost is trying to kill me, or whatever it was, I don't know. But that guy, somebody on YouTube, he's called him the king of the jump cuts, or whatever, because he's like, he does it so well that, like, you can't necessarily tell. But this guy was like an editor, and he'd been an editor for years, or whatever, and he could kind of tell some of the tricks, where it's like, was pointing out some of the things. So the whole like your camera being on a stand thing, having kind of a little tripod that you'll set it down on, or a little pole or something, I don't know. So once I found out about that trick, I'm like, god damn it. Now my one clip, because I will sit there and I will watch those videos for an hour, just for hours on end, pissing myself off, being like, oh my god, they didn't even try that hard to fake this shit, and they're getting away with it. Because people are watching these videos. I'm sitting there watching the video, but I'm trying to find a video that I can't explain. So I'll sit there for hours and hours and hours on end, pissing myself off, trying to find some kind of paranormal clip that I'm like, maybe this is the one, and it's never the one, and it's like, it's so disappointing. And then that bathroom door clip, like, now that I know about the camera on a stand, you can do a camera on a stand, I can see where maybe he faked it. Because, like, I was like, if there's a jump cut in this video, it is so well done, I cannot tell where, because he's moving the camera almost the entire time. Like it's like he's in a hotel that's well known for being haunted, whatever, and he just happens to film in the right place at the right time, or whatever, which is always which is always suspicious to me, but. And then like the bathroom door opens or whatever, and like he kind of takes a step back. And then he almost immediately moves toward that door. And it's like, it's so hard. I'm like, if there's a clip in there, it is like so quick and so well done. I cannot, like, it has to be in that second that he backs up before he moves toward the door. Because he takes you in there and like he shows you, like, there is no room for somebody to be hiding behind that door. That bathroom is so fucking small. Like, it's some old hotel, I don't know. But the bathroom is so small. And he shows you like the shower. He shows you the, like, and I like I said, unless his friend is like Mr. Fantastic or fucking Ant-Man or something and can just like shrink, just disappear. I don't know. So I like that's a good distraction for me. Is the paranormal videos. Even though I know I'm going to sit here, because most of them are like 20, 30 minutes long, and I'm like, I'm just going to be pissed off this entire time, because it's always going to be faked, and so, like, not even trying that hard. Ugh. But I'll do it. I'll sit there, and I'll watch those fucking videos forever. Now I have 5 minutes of taping time left. Thank you for letting me know. The internet is a good distraction, I guess. Mostly Facebook. I don't know. I'll just sit there and I'll just like scroll and scroll and scroll. Sometimes I watch something, you know, on occasion. Another Emma Cruz's video. that's about it. Or, you know, just some random bullshit on YouTube is a good distraction, because I'll just find, you know, one video and go from one video to the next to the next to the next to the next. Like, YouTube is a good distraction too. That's kind of it. Food. I could be distracted by food. Like, yummy yummy in my tummy. But sometimes that takes, you know, effort. Like, it's like, I gotta get up off the couch and go get it. You know, I keep some of my snacks here by me, you know, because I'm like, maybe I want some more of that, so I'll just leave that there. But then it's like other things, it's like I have to go up and get it, or I have to microwave it, or put it in the air fryer or something, and I'm like, I don't know. No make food, only eat food. I think that's what they say. No make, only eat. But yeah, those are some pretty good distractions for me. On a fairly regular basis. Anyway, I guess that's the best answer I'm gonna get for today. So I'm gonna get this uploaded. Now that I have like 3 minutes of taping time left, I'm gonna make it, guys. I'm gonna make it. Yay. But anyway, yes. Those are some distractions. And I will see you for what I see you, right? As always.